Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, right here on FanStream Sports. Welcome into the show. Welcome into the network at FanStream Sports, where you can find us at fanstreamsports.com, the FanStream Sports mobile app, our YouTube channel, or wherever you get your podcasts after we finish the live show. I am IndyCarTim live from the FanStream Sports studios here in sunny and chilly North Dallas. That guy over there is PGA of America member, Mr. John Gerber. Hello, Johnny. How is you today?
What is up, buddy? We haven't seen each. We've spent more time in person on the road traveling, which is we usually just see each other this way. But we've had so much time. We actually needed a break from travel and Tampa and all the political stuff that's going on. So it's good to be kind of in my home studio, you back in studio. I like the new backdrop. A lot of great stuff going on with FanStream Sports, but it's definitely good to be back talking about golf again. Get rid of all the political talk. Let's get back into some fun stuff. If people consider golf fun, some people don't consider golf fun. But
no, those people aren't listening to our show though.
If you're watching the show, let's have some fun tonight. Let's listen. Elections are over. However you feel, this is not a political show. This is a golf show. Did you guys get on the Independent with that T-shirt? Did you get any votes? I know those T-shirts. Oh, that's 2028.
That's for 2028. Yeah, we still got to run our campaign and figure out our platform and see what we're going to do there. Colby and Tim. Everybody's like, why is your name smaller than his? I'm like, because I'm going to be the Veep.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what kind of president Colby would make, to be honest with you.
Oh, I think he'd be great. I mean, anytime you say sap, I mean, there's a lot of great saps in the world.
He just wouldn't care about anything.
There's Warren Sapp. There's Tree Sap. There's a lot of saps.
Colby is cheese.
Yeah.
Basically cheese tree.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot there. There's a lot of play on words there. But no, it's great to be back on. We took a couple weeks off for a lot of reasons, doing some FanStream Sports, DSP media business, traveling too much, but we are back in golf. We are back in golf in one of my favorite places, going back down to Mexico, which I will be there in about 2 weeks, back down to Mexico, playing a great golf tournament that I play in every year. But this week it is the PGA Tour down there in Mexico at one of Tiger's places. Yeah.
So why is Tiger Woods out there designing golf courses?
It's part of his deal. I mean, it's
deal with what?
TGR Designs. I mean, why does Jack design golf courses? He's
awesome. That's why.
No, he's not. No, he's
better than Tiger.
In terms of what?
More majors.
All right. Well, you got me there. I mean, you got me there. I mean, that's fair. You did get me there. You got me there.
I mean, it's true.
It is true. It is
why
true.
You hate Jack and Arnie and all the
legends. I love Arnie. What are you talking Arnie? I love Arnie.
Those things you said about Arnold Palmer when we were drinking the other night about just how miserable of a life he lived and all the women and stuff. I can't believe you said stuff like that about Arnie.
That's the biggest lie you ever. You lie.
Terry's not gonna like that.
They don't call him the king for his golf. That's for sure. But that's what we said. But you got to quit lying about that. We got a lot of viewers and a lot of listeners. I'm a huge Arnie fan. If there's one person, spending some time in South Florida, having some interactions with him, he was my favorite. Like he was as good. He was the best people person that I've ever seen.
I mean, he's pretty good at golf too.
Yeah, but it's just, how he was able to have people gravitated towards him. And it's just not because of his golf. I mean, if you think about golf, if you're a common, not a golf enthusiast, you're just a casual fan, who Arnold Palmer is.
Oh, everybody knows. You drink his drink.
Yeah, there you have it. I don't. I drink John Daly's. But that being said.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, so, all these guys that do that, it's just part of their kind of evolving as a spokesperson for golf, as a golfer, as something like
Mhm.
that. Tiger Woods' designs are fine. I've played 2 or 3 of his golf courses. He's got one up in Paynes Valley in Missouri that's really, really good. So, you know how these guys kind of fit their golf courses, how they mold, they kind of fit it towards their game. You
Right.
know, so if you see a lot of Jack Nicklaus golf courses, you see a lot of holes that are left to right holes, and you know how he liked to play, how he see golf fit, and kind of the opposite with Arnie. See a lot of his golf courses that go right to left. That's how Arnie liked to play golf. So, you know, to have those perspectives. I mean, none of them are great golf. Great. There's not. I mean, great is hard to say. I mean, you can't. I mean, Murfield Village, Jack didn't do. I mean, he redesigned it, and he owns it. So can't really say that. But from kind of the seeds, everything, and design group, they're not some of the greatest architects of golf.
Right.
But they're playable, and they're a name, just the way it is.
Who would you consider to be the greatest architect of golf?
You know, that's really tough. I mean, it just depends on what you like to play, right?
I think the guy that designed that putt-putt course down in downtown Dallas is pretty good.
That's not golf, though.
That indoor putt-putt course. I like his design. I'd like to see him build an 18-hole course.
So getting into architecture, like real architecture. No, it's just I'm an old school guy, man. I like old tree line golf courses that the golf course starts from the tee and then kind of goes in, as opposed to kind of gouging bombing and things like that. So I'm a you know, Alistair McKenzie is obviously a great, you know, his bunkering systems has always been great. I'm a massive Donald Ross fan. You give me an old school Donald Ross, and it's kind of how I grew up playing golf in Ohio. There's so many Donald Ross golf courses. I like it.
Yeah.
I think you have to drive the ball well. You have to know where to place it on the greens. And each one of these architects have certain characteristics of what they like to do. And you know them. I mean, Donald Ross was notorious for, you know, you never want to be above the hole. His greens were always sloped from back to front. And you know, back then, you know, you're looking 100 years ago, they didn't have all of being able to move the dirt. So you kind of got what you got, and they molded it around that. And I really liked it. Alistair McKenzie, certainly. I mean, if you look a little bit more modern age, I mean, I think Gil Hanse is pretty good. You know, he's taken over restoring some of the golf courses that's been elite. I mean, it's been kind of obsolete, and kind of reforming it back to where it used to be. Obviously, you have this debate about length all the time and how much land can you have? Can you make a golf course harder? But if you look at some of the golf courses on the PGA Tour where the lower scores win, they're not 7,500 yards. They're 6,900, 7,000, and they're as tight as a thimble.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you're looking at this week, kind of, you know, talking about new golf courses. This golf course this week is like 7,600 yards.
Yeah.
There is some elevation, but you know, it's a big ballpark that kind of Tiger kind of fitted his game. He liked to have a little bit of open spaces when he liked to play golf off the tee.
He liked open spaces off the course too.
He liked a lot of stuff. You know, he liked a lot of stuff.
He did. Yes, and you know how I feel about traveling outside of the country to play golf.
Yep.
It's unnecessary. And then going back to Dr. Alistair McKenzie, of course, the architect of the great. Where do we want to go every year?
Oh, there's a lot.
Well, I'm talking about Augusta Nationals.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got Augusta, you got Murfield Village, you got
Augusta is really the only one you have to mention.
I mean, we want to go every year. I've been.
And Brookhaven.
Yeah,
he designed Brookhaven, you think?
He designed no.
Love Brookhaven. It's a great course.
That's the only, but you love it because that's the only country club that lets you on.
I used to be a member, and
I know that's what you said.
They don't remember me, thankfully.
You might say, well, yeah, they remember you. That's why you're not a member anymore.
There's that stupid fee they want every month too in the buy-in. I can't afford that stuff.
Yeah. Lord forbid they have to charge you to go out there and play golf.
I play for free because I know people.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You sneak. Oh, you know, the green, you know, the guy that lives on the 8th hole, you can sneak out. That's how you know.
Yep. Through his gate. Then we go night putting.
Yeah.
Love me some night putting. Johnny, there are only 3 events remaining in the PGA Tour season as players inexplicably and unnecessarily are traveling to Mexico for some reason to play golf when there's plenty of great golf courses in America that they could go patron. You don't have to go leave the country, guys. Again, it's America. But there will be plenty of playing privileges to play for, status and 2025 signature events. And for somebody, maybe a career-altering victory, as we have some of those during these FedEx Cup fall events. Taking to the Tiger Woods-designed golf course for the second straight season, competitors can expect birdies to fly in bunches, as El Cardinal features the widest fairways on the PGA Tour and will yield a winning score close to 30 under. How do you think I feel about that?
This is like, well, it would only be worse for you if it was a par 71.
Right. At least I got that right.
Other than that, yeah, you're going to hate it. You hated it last year with Eric Van Rooyen winning last year at 28 under par. I think that's what
with his little short pants.
You know, he's got the capris going and all that stuff, but that's just the type of this place here. It's going to be a little weather dependent. It doesn't really blow, even though it is on the ocean there. So this time of year, you know, it's not really that windy. That's why they're able to get those types of scores.
Yeah.
But, you know, man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You got to shoot. You're going to have to shoot 24 under is not going to win the golf tournament unless the wind blows. It just doesn't. It's not that way. It's not that Pinot off the tee,
right?
As opposed to some of the other places that they played, like Mayakoba, things like that in Mexico. This is not a golf course that you have to be super precise. You're going to longer hitters are going to prevail potentially.
Wide open fairways.
Getting used to this type of grass, old school, harsh, Paspalum, Bermuda mix. You know, some of these things that you get down there. So look at some of the players when we kind of preview our card that play well in those types of grasses.
El Cardinal at Diamante Cabo San Lucas in Los Cabos, not Los Cabos, it's Los Cabos, Los Cabos, Mexico. It's a par 72, 7,452 yards, Johnny, with a $7.2 million purse. Can we start calling those wallets instead of purses? Nobody carries a purse anymore, not even chicks.
Well, when they're down there, we got to convert it to pesos, don't we? What is it in pesos?
You want to know how many pesos $7.2 million is?
7 billion.
Oh, I bet it's way more than that.
Yeah.
How many pesos is $7 million?
I mean, when in Mexico, you got to kind of, you know, it's what you got to do.
Good grief. Let's see. Let's look at our little conversion chart.
What we got?
That would come out to, it's not even on the chart. There's too many zeros.
It's just so much. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Peso, because how many pesos are in a dollar? The exchange rate. Well, for instance, we'll do it the other way. 7.2 million pesos is $300,000.
Okay, so times that by 21. Is that right? No. I don't know.
Said there was no math in this job.
I didn't go to MIT. I'm not good with math.
7200000. Convert.
Yeah.
How much? How much what? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I don't have time for this.
Anyone watching the show, please give us, please call in and say, what is the conversion?
Well, we don't have a phone line, so they can't call, but they can text.
You can text.
214-937-0569, the in-studio text line here at FanStream Sports. Use it 24/7, even when we're not here. And we'll see it and reply to you at some point when we sober up.
I'm not drinking.
Okay. Me neither.
I'm driving. I got a long trip. I'm going to Columbus tomorrow.
Not till tomorrow. Oh. That does not affect your drinking today. I know.
Well,
I've been there.
That is fact. That is fact. That is fact.
I mean, I got to drive home after the show tonight, and so I mean, I can't drink in the studio.
Well, you have all the booze in the studio.
I'd have to get Bailey to come pick me up later after the show.
Please, Bailey, do that, please.
She will. So yeah, let
me ask you something.
What's that?
You only got drunk one time in Tampa, didn't you?
Yeah, the first night we were there.
And we were only there 2 nights, so I guess it's probably 50-50.
We had too much work to do. Well, we went to the great Cafe Paradiso the second night, and we went through 3 bottles of wine.
We never really talked about our Tampa trip on the air, how great it was.
Well, we haven't been on the air.
I know. That's what I'm saying. My point.
JP and I talked about it quite a bit today on the JP Peterson show, 10 to noon Eastern time on FanStream Sports. We had a good time with it, talking about Paolo Tini.
How about that guy?
Our gracious host on that Monday night. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Talking about how velvety that food was. And how awesome our waiter was. Been there 29 years as a waiter. You don't think he knows that menu and the food?
Everyone, well, they change it up, which is great. I mean, it's like you got your specials. But you know me, I'm not an Italian fan. Like we talked about.
You didn't even want to go.
Like I did want to go. I'll just sit there. I mean, I'll drink wine. And not really. That's not Italian food. I'm just going to let you know that is not Italian food.
Well, it's not what we're used to.
That is masterpieces of food.
It was.
You can't even categorize it as one specific category of food. It's not. No. Those were masterpieces of your palate. Like, we got
to take another trip to Tampa now just so we can go eat dinner.
This dude's got it figured out. This dude is the one, the gracious host, owner that I've ever been a part of. Sit there and the wine and the laughs and how if you want to own a restaurant, which I don't suggest at all. But if you do, take a training course with him for a year and you'll be successful. Period.
He knows his stuff.
Man.
Like I said, I described it on my social media posts. And as I told him as we were leaving the restaurant that night, that was the most impressive and most enjoyable dining experience I have ever had in my life.
And you were in the restaurant business for how long?
18 years.
There you go.
And I've eaten at some pretty high dollar, high tone places here in the DFW area. And none of them even remotely match up with Cafe Paradiso in Tampa.
Nope. I agree with you.
It's amazeballs.
I mean, certainly, you could never eat. I mean, Olive Garden is certainly out of the question after that.
I can never go back to Olive Garden. I thought Olive Garden was good. I like Olive Garden, but not anymore.
There's no chance.
I mean, I have to go back because I always get what's it called? The tour of Italy. That's the only thing that fills me up there.
Yeah, well, it's not even worth it.
No, I don't even want to go anymore. It's ruined food for me.
It was so good. You actually grew hair a little bit, I think, during that trip. I think
that was the wine.
Yeah, well, it was the wine.
And our friend Jennifer at the patio.
Yeah.
And Stacy. What was the first place we went to when we got there Monday?
Belmar Saloon.
Belmar Saloon. Hello, Stacy at the Belmar Saloon and Jennifer at the patio. I'm sorry we didn't come back to see you Tuesday like we promised we would. It was all Johnny. Johnny wouldn't let me.
We have to work.
Don't be mad at me. I will come see you next time I'm there. I have a lot of questions for Jennifer, like from Cape Cod, ending up in Tampa for some reason.
Yeah, that was a mystery.
I have a lot of questions about her. But back to golf before our first break. Playing this week are some players who have already locked up their places in signature events in 2025, but still have yet to lock up a win on the PGA Tour. Fresh off a runner-up performance at the Zozo, Max Grazerman continues his international pursuits and aims to enter the winner's circle for the first time in his career. The inability to capture the trophy has not been for a lack of effort, as he's got 3 runner-up results across his last 5 tournaments. You like this guy, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I think he fits the mold of the PGA Tour. He hits the ball far. Another one of these young kids is just not scared. These kids aren't scared anymore. So, he's put himself in contention sometimes. He's kind of chalking up some top 20 finishes, getting comfortable. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's one of those guys that's certainly one of the up and coming, I don't want to say superstar or star of the PGA Tour, but he's going to be around for a long time.
He'll rack up some wins for sure.
Yeah.
Another guy we're going to be paying close attention to is former PGA Tour Rookie of the Year Cam Young. After being omitted from the U.S. President's Cup team and the Tour Championship, he's going to make his first start of the fall and hope to take advantage of what is a less than stellar competing cast. Big things possibly for Cam Young this week. We've also got Doug Gim, Matty Schmid, Bo Hostler, Ben Griffin, Maverick McNeely. They all join Grazerman and Young in their quest for capturing their first career PGA Tour victories. Meanwhile, PGA Tour veterans like Harris English, Kashmir, Keith Mitchell, and Lucas Glover Hope to secure spots in the Aon Next 10 and qualify for the first 2 signature events of 2025. We're going to take a quick break here on From the Rough on FanStream Sports. Coming back on the other side, we're going to talk about some of the players and some of the odds before we get into Johnny's winning picks a little bit later in the show. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. We are From the Rough on FanStream Sports. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com
You know Volvo's reputation for building beautiful, long-lasting cars. Well, Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, has over 300 brand-new Volvos at terrific prices. And there's also that hard-to-find low interest available. When you're at Crest Volvo, say howdy to General Manager Mike Brusen. Then test drive your favorite Volvo, Crest Volvo, off 121 on the Tollway in Frisco.
Coming back at you.
Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is PGA of America member, Mr. Johnny the Gerb Man, Gerbinator, Columbus, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Gerb. Oh, Kansas City, DFW, Fort Worth. All of it.
Somewhere.
As we are previewing the Worldwide Technology Championship from Mexico for some reason. Still don't get it. I have a present for you, Johnny, as we continue here before we get into the players and the odds. I know it gives you great pleasure when I do these on the air.
What is that? Jaeger?
It's my Jaeger.
Is Steven Jaeger on the show or on the
I don't think he's
card
playing.
tonight?
And then this was vodka with a splash of Sprite Zero.
All right. Well, at least you're getting some Sprite Zero, not all that sugar, but that's good.
I'm kind of on a diet. I've lost 5 pounds, Johnny.
Have you?
Yeah. Doing the Colby diet, except for
What
this.
is that?
Except for
What's
this.
the Colt? Yeah, he doesn't drink, so.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Clearly. No, just watching what I eating, making better choices. I'm not going quite to the extreme that he did with some of the stuff he was doing, but
yeah, your body wouldn't handle that.
no, I'd shut down real quick. But I'm getting misered up for tonight's show.
You're gonna get misered.
Yeah, the Colby Sabin IndyCarTim show, 7:00 Central, right here on FanStream Sports. We're going to talk a little Cowboys, Eagles. We'll do our picks against the spread for the NFL Week 10. We'll have some comic book movie news for you on his segment, and of course, his world famous news and notes, celebrity birthdays, all that good stuff over there on our show. You guys check it out if you feel so inclined.
The Cowboy segment's going to be short, I'm sure.
It won't be short, but it'll be passionate and heated. Got a lot of.
I mean, what's there to be passionate about? You can't. I mean, I'm over them. I mean, I don't understand.
A lot of people are, but that's okay. If you go back and listen to our segment when we did our predictions before the beginning of the season, I said 6-11, and I had
They might not get to 6 wins.
They may not get to 6, so we'll see. We'll see. Here's to the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm going with my third favorite team in the NFL now. Here's to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers firing Todd Bowles at the end of the season because of the bonehead decisions he's been making for 3 years as the head coach of the Bucs. He can't coach. Let him be a coordinator somewhere. I think they need one down in New Orleans.
Has JP said anything about that?
Yeah, that's all we talked about on the show today.
Oh, so he feels the same way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he needs to be done. So here's to you, Mr. Great Human Being but Terrible Head Coach Todd Bowles, and your 500 record over 3 years in Tampa.
See, this is just not a golf show, everybody. You get it all here. You get everything you want, but it's a basis of golf. But you know what? Here's what I like about it. Golf is the basis of everything. It just is. It's the base. So we can talk golf. We can talk sports. We can talk anything. Now we're going to talk Tampa sports. If y'all haven't watched the JP Peterson show and you want to know anything about Tampa sports, if he doesn't know what no one does,
no one does.
I love that show. I mean, I love that show. It's way better. I mean, listen, thanks for all the hosts and the co-hosts that's been on there, but when you guys do your magic together, now you're on there full time. Certainly you're going to continue to fall in love with that Tampa like I do.
And fall in love with me. Next time I'm in Tampa, you guys are going to be hiding your wives, hiding your daughters.
You can't do that. Listen, we got it. You can't be valliganting around, being a larrikin all the time.
Larrikins.
Can't do
whatever I want.
There's enough larrikins in Tampa as is. I don't need you to go down there and run the roost.
There's also a lot of hotness having their way with me there.
The problem is there where we have our studio and we built. There's too much temptation for you. There is some really cool bars right there. You can.
So
walk
glad we
there.
built it in South Tampa off of Swan.
Yeah, Yeah, Swan. Yeah. Well, they consider that Soho, I think.
Soho, yeah.
Where we build it. But yeah, I mean, even downstairs where we have, like, there's the coffee shop there, you fell in love like 6 times.
Yeah, and then the little
Walking
deli down
downstairs
the
at 7 in the
street.
morning. It
All
is.
right.
Florida's a
Book
different
the
animal.
flight. Book the flights, man. We're gonna have to go back next week. I got people
Well, I can't-
wondering where I am there.
They do. They are actually. They are. You've definitely, for the fan base, you being on JP Peterson show, it's starting to turn over. But that's what you do. That's what you do.
I endear people to me and my personality and my ways. I love
When
making.
as soon as they get to know you, they'll stop.
That's why I jump so much from person
I know.
to person.
I know.
I wear out my welcome quite quickly. Worldwide Technology Championship field and odds, Johnny. It's 16-1, your favorite this week. Max Grazerman. We just talked about him falling short in his last 3 contention runs. He's acquitted himself rather nicely when in the heat of battle. Staring Justin Thomas down the face, down the stretch at the Zozo. He was in pole position before closing with a birdie. Wait, no, it wasn't him with the. Oh no, it was Thomas with the birdie. Yeah, it wasn't him with the birdie.
Yeah,
and that was pretty much all he had. He didn't have anything left there after Thomas kicked his butt. But he's gonna have room to improve this week. He's from everything that I've heard on the Golf Channel, because they know everything on the Golf Channel except for us. But he wasn't hitting the ball very well at the Zozo, and there's room for him to improve there. I didn't watch a lot of Zozo, to be quite honest with you, because who could watch it when it was on
in Japan? Yeah, I mean, we had to
watch anything in Japan. Nobody.
You kept asking me, "Hey, where's the matchups?" I was like, "Bro, it's 3 a.m. Why are you calling me?"
Yeah, I was like, "Where's the matchups? I'm ready to bet on something."
Yeah.
So Grazerman, your favorite at 16-1, Doug Gim at 22-1, and Cameron Young at 22-1, and Max Schmid. Matty Schmid.
Matthias Schmid.
It's Matty. Or his friends call him Matty. And the people that don't know him call him Max, apparently. But Gim has put together a very solid fall and given himself a chance to qualify for the first 2 signature events in 2025. He had a runner-up finish at the Shriners Children's Open. His play has been a combination of his typically reliable ball striking paired with some steady putting. He'll need to do that again if he wants to replicate or improve his T15 finish here a season ago. Cam Young, you and I say it every week, he's due for a win, right? He just hasn't been able to do that. Maybe the most talented player in this field, you think, Cameron Young?
Yeah, it certainly fits the mold. I mean, is he not the biggest disappointment on the PGA Tour? The guy for the talent that he has and how far he hits the golf ball, he's switching 3 or 4 caddies, not feeling comfortable. So there's something internal that's going on with Cam Young. I mean, he certainly hurt him. He should be playing on these President's Cup and in those same realms as the Max Homa and these up and coming stars. But is he a product of a lot of these guys that once they get their first win, the floodgates open? Is it a mental thing that he doesn't think that he can win, or he doesn't have that confidence yet? Right. So I don't know what it is. We've had him on our card. Listen, for me, I've had high expectations for him for a long time.
Right.
It's kind of slimming down a little bit just because he disappoints you. I mean, and if you ask the tour players, like, he's the guy on the PGA Tour. It's like, man, he's super underachiever. He is. And I don't know what's going on. Like I said, switching caddies, he's searching for something. And maybe in a shorter field, I don't like him here. I just don't like his form. Like, I mean, it's just something that's just down on the list. I just don't like his form. But man, I don't know. Maybe it's the week for him, but I just don't. You just can't go playing poorly all year and go into a tournament like this that you don't really know the golf course. Second year playing, as we said,
right?
Having to shoot 25 to 30 under par. There's probably just not that many birdies in the bag for him.
Yeah.
And I know the golf course sets up well for him, because as long as he hits the golf ball, and he can get a little long and wrong at times and it fits him, but I just don't think there's enough birdies in the bag and enough confidence in his bag to make that many birdies. And, he can't make 25 birdies. He's going to have to make 30 birdies because he's going to make some mistakes. He's going to make, It's just hard. 72 holes, 30 birdies. It just doesn't work. So I just don't think coming in the form of lack of confidence that he has is going to bode well for him.
Matty Schmidt at also 22-1. He's been quietly one of the best players on the PGA Tour this fall since capturing a T16 finish at the Sanderson Farms Championship. Almost said Open. He's tacked on top 5 finishes at both the Black Desert Championship and the Shriners Children's Open. He's made massive strides on the greens during this run that should give him the confidence to contend in what is sure to be another birdie fest here, which I'm going to hate. 25-1, Harris English and Bo Hustler. And then at 28-1, a plethora of guys, including J.J. Spawn, Harry Hall, Ben Griffin, Maverick McNeely, and Lucas Glover. You're kind of big on Ben Griffin this week and Harris English a little bit, right?
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of these guys on our card, the Harris English, the Ben Griffin, the Lucas Glover. Here's why. I just think it's a golf course. It's going to hold really true to the type of grass that these guys like to play on. You're looking at Georgia guys. You're looking at North Carolina guys. Not a lot of guys have the advantage knowing the golf course. So I think experience playing on the PGA Tour is going to be a lot. Look at some of the other guys that maybe need to play well to get into the some signature events early part of next year with only a couple events coming up left.
Yeah.
Right. So I think some of the old guard needs to kind of play well. And I think the experience is going to help, even though that 25 to 30 is going to win. I think a guy like Harris English, I think a guy like Lucas Glover that has the length, but has the accuracy and has the discipline, it's going to bode well for these guys this week.
Yeah, and Lucas Glover, right, he's kind of on fire this fall. His ball striking is on a different planet right now, and the results show that. He's clocked back-to-back podium finishes and climbed inside the top 50 of the official world golf rankings to near the top 60 of the FedEx Cup standings. So look for another quality outing here for Lucas Glover. We like Lucas quite a bit. He's one of the guys we pull for on here.
If he can take a beating from his old lady, then he's all right in my book.
So true. But yeah, I mean, he's got an opportunity to make something happen and lock in a place at Riviera and Pebble Beach and Augusta for next year. So
look at a guy like we have on our card. I don't think he can win. I just don't think he makes enough birdies or has the link. I mean, Kuchar's an ATM machine in Mexico. Yeah. I mean, for a lot of reasons, not just from golf, but hey.
Is he gonna tip his caddy?
La 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 bumba.
Internets.
Is that Mexico?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Mexico.
So. Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
You never see that movie, La Bamba?
Of course, no, I never saw La Bamba, but I know who Lou Diamond Phillips is.
He was in that movie.
I know he played Richie Valens, but I already knew how it ended. I didn't feel like watching it.
Is that the dude that died in a plane crash?
Yeah, with the Big Bopper.
I don't remember. Who's that?
And Buddy Holly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, in the Iowa cornfield when they left the show they did there in Iowa. I know the story. I'm a rock and roll dude.
You are.
I know how to do rock and roll things. We're going to take our second and last break of the show here on From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. Coming up on the other side, we're going to go over Johnny's winning picks for the Worldwide Technology Championship and my, what do we call them? The dartboard picks. Johnny hasn't seen my picks yet, so I can't wait to hear his instant spontaneous reaction. He's not going to like one of my picks, I know for a fact.
Oh, boy.
Bad luck. Yeah.
Who do we need to apologize to?
You'll see. We're going to curse somebody. But the other two are going to be quite comical and no, it's not John Daly. And I'm sure Johnny will have an opinion there. We will be back after this right here on FanStream Sports.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new Fan Stream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show. Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life?
Internet.
That's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Crest Infiniti in Frisco. Through the end of the month, you can lease the 2024 QX60 pure front-wheel drive for just $499 a month for 36 months. You bring $44.69 due at signing and drive away. And it gets better. This month, when you lease the new QX60, Infiniti will cover the tax. On approved credit, 5s to choose from. See dealer for complete details. Expires 8/31/24. Also, you can get a $15,000 incentive on all remaining in-stock 2024 QX80 models with more than 30 to choose from. Get on out to Crest Infiniti to test drive one today. Off 121 in the Tollway in Frisco or online at crestinfinity.com. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, getstarpower.com. That's getstarpower.com.
Coming back at you.
Now, more Fan Stream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on Fan Stream Sports. It is the 2024 Worldwide Technology Championship Preview Show. A little bit of Tampa Bay sports talk, a little bit of, worldwide hate for golf around the world on my part, I guess. And, just it's a typical From the Rough right now because you never know what you get.
You never know what you can get. A little Tampa talk, you can get a little other sports talk, a little political talk.
Yeah.
We haven't got into your epic dating advice yet, so maybe we'll wait that for next week.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, let me think on that for a week because I may have some very good advice for those of you out there who need dating advice from me.
Listen, for all you guys that are watching and listening, everyone who, men and women, do not listen to this.
I'm an expert dater, Johnny.
I know this.
And a master debater.
Next show, please.
I'm an expert dater and a master debater.
The political was yesterday. Let's get some winners. How about that? How about some winners?
I know. Did you see what's her name? Kamala Harris crying at the podium today when she was giving her little speech. All right, that's all I'm saying. I need another Jaeger shot.
Please go get one. Yeah.
This is I should have got one during the break. This is everyone's favorite part of the show because it's when Johnny makes you some money. And it's when you get to laugh at my picks.
More so laughing at your. Well, everybody likes money. I mean, listen, our track record is impeccable. It's just what we do. It's impeccable, and we'll go over our numbers when we jump into our picks. We got 3 events left that we're gonna probably got till the end of the year. We'll take a little bit of break in terms of the betting.
Yep.
But again, 6th year in a row that we have a massive profitable year, and it's not going to change. Let's finish off strong. We'll talk about our picks here in a little bit. Let's get into Tim's dartboard picks here first, though. I am in no way a master picker of the nose and the odds and the games like Johnny over here. All I try to do is ride his coattails with his winners. But every once in a while, it's fun for me to make my own picks to see what Johnny thinks. So, Johnny, here are my dartboard picks for the Worldwide Technology Championship preview show. Brought to you by Tom's Tanner, Golf Central, Orion Golf, and Turf Life. Poor Harris English, I've cursed you, and I apologize in advance. Do you know how many letters I've had to send out to these guys because you picked them and we have the same picks? I'm tired of writing.
Yes, I'm sorry.
These I'm sorry letters. And Harris is such a nice guy. He hasn't had the greatest of year. He's hanging in there, but would you really want to curse him that way?
No, I just picked him to win. I thought I was doing him a favor.
No,
I didn't know you were going to pick him.
Great favor.
My top 10, Neil Shipley at plus 500. Huge value in my top 10 and my top 20 if either one of them can figure out a way to.
Why do you think Neil Shipley's of great value at plus 500? He's Monday qualified in the event, or he's got sponsors exemption. He's not.
Yeah. Because he's going to be in the top 10. He's going to pay out.
Highest state boy.
Yeah. I just hope he cut his hair. Think he cut his hair?
No.
Oh, he's never going to win a tournament until he cuts his hair, and I'm not picking him until he cuts his hair. Then, idiot, Buckeye. Yeah. Top 20 at plus 1,000, Johnny. It is Luke Donald.
So you're picking the shortest guy in the field at a 7,600-yard golf course
because he knows how to hit the ball.
That hasn't made 30 birdies in the whole year.
We can only make 18 birdies in a round.
No, I mean 72 holes. You got 30. I mean,
well, yeah, but you only need 18 in one round.
Well, he's only going to get 36 holes in, so.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's going to go the full 72, and he's going to finish about place 15th. Okay. I'm guessing for Luke Donald. That's how we roll around here.
The guy's Scottish. You think he really likes the sun?
Good day, mate.
In the hot. You don't want to talk about Harris English? You just cut it off. You feel that badly about him that you cut him off already. You don't want to talk about him?
No, I figured you talk about him on your card, so I wasn't going to steal your thunder there. As we get into Johnny's winning picks right here on From the Rough on FanStream Sports, DFW. Johnny's picks brought to you by Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's a magazine for everything. Lifestyle, travel, philanthropy, all of it. Go check it out at golfcentralmag.com. The current new issue will be coming out within the week. Head over to golfcentralmag.com, put your email address in there, and it gets sent to your inbox automatically and for free every month. Go check them out at golfcentralmag.com. Johnny, tell us about your winning picks.
Listen, guys, we got about 3 weeks left. We've got this event in 2 more weeks. And as we continue on this little fall swing and another winning year, a little under $7,000 profit, including our matchups that we are 58, 29, and 7 on our matchups of the year. We haven't had matchups in the last few weeks. Last couple of weeks, we have kind of lost a little bit of money. We were well over 7,000, but we're just a little under that $7,000 mark. So 3 more weeks, as we said, to really finish off the year strong. We'll regroup for next year, continue to go. But I really like this card this week. We've had some success in this at this tournament in the past. Last year we had some success, even though it was the first year. Despite what Tim says, Harris English, 28-1, is who I really like. If you look at our card, if you look it down, if you're looking at the screen, Look at these guys. You have southern guys that play well on this type of grass. Really strong Bermuda grass, and guys who had some success in Mexico before. Guys who live in Florida, guys who live in Carolinas, guys who live in Georgia play well on this type of golf course, this type of grass. This is very important. It might not seem important to you guys when it comes to, the betting part, but this is one of our formulas, one of our points that we put in. We put our cards in. Harris English 28-1. I like him coming into some form. Needs some good success for next year. Ben Griffin 30-1. Again, kind of fits that mold of a North Carolina guy, plays well on this type of grass. He hits the ball plenty far. He makes plenty of birdies and not going to have a lot of mistakes. Like Ben Griffin, our second spot, good value at 30-1. Keith Mitchell, we said a lot. He's probably been on our card more times this year than anyone, 33-1. If he can stay off those damn margaritas down there in Cabo and not hang out with who's the big Cabo owns that tequila company down there?
Oh, Sammy Hagar.
Derek Hagar.
What?
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Sammy
you?
Hagar. Well, I don't know. I'm not a rock and roll guy like you are. I mean,
Everyone knows Sammy Hagar.
Well, well, they think they know him, but they don't. He lives in Cabo, so obviously he likes Mexico. So if Keith Mitchell can stay away from Sammy Hagar in the Cabo Wabo tequila, he might have a chance to win this week. Hopefully he wears cashmere socks or whatever. He's not going to be wearing his cashmere sweaters. It's going to be too warm. Ham sandwich pick this week. If you guys are new to the show, the ham sandwich pick is our long shot. Justin Suh, 75-1. Had some success playing in the Caribbean on some paspalum, really coarse types of grasses. He's pretty good in the wind. I think he's a little bit of an underachiever. You're going to hear some more things the more the guy gets comfortable on the PGA Tour. 75-1, a great value with Justin Suh. I like him in this spot. 2 top 10 picks this week. Matt Kuchar, plus 330. ATM machine in Mexico. ATM machines in Mexico come out in pesos. So that's a lot of pesos and a lot of money that this guy has made playing in Mexico, playing in the Caribbean. Not the star-studded field, but Matt Kuchar, this guy this is what he does down there. I didn't like him picking to win. I just don't think he can make enough birdies. But finishing that top 10 spot seems pretty easy to me. Love him in that plus 330. Joel Damon, plus 1,100.
And his bucket hat.
To finish in the top 10. Listen, this guy needs to play well to keep his card this year on the PGA Tour. He's played well in the Caribbean. He's played well on this type of grass. Hasn't had a good kind of stretch coming into this tournament. But I think with these PGA Tour guys, a seasoned veteran like Joel Damon, when your back's against the wall, I like him, especially at this value at 1,100 to finish in the top 10. Again, these picks are a lot about value, just not who I think is definitively is going to be there.
Right.
But I think he's going to be there with his circumstances that he has back against the wall. That value at plus 1,100, I think he's good in that top 10 spot. 2 top 20 spots this week. Just Lucas Glover. I was going to say Justin Glover. I was going to say Danny Glover. I don't know what Glover I was going to say, but Lucas is the spot this week at plus 180. Like him at top 20. He's had a great year, right? For him. I mean, the guy's 47 years old. He's kind of ending on his career. He wants to play well to get in some of the signature events at the beginning of the year. Plus 180, not a lot of value, but it seems like a layup to finish in that top 20 spot for Lucas Glover. Daniel Berger at plus 210. Daniel Berger's coming off coming back from injury. Plays well on this type of grass. Look at the trend. Plays well on this type of grass. Southern guys. All these, with the exception of Justin Suh, California guy, all these guys are Southern guys. I like him in this spot. Daniel Berger, used to this type of grass, coming into a little bit of form and a shorter field, not a shorter field, but a field that doesn't have the superstars. I think Daniel Berger is going to feel really good playing this. I don't think he's ready to win yet, but playing this tournament, that value at plus 210 for Daniel Berger, finishing that top 20. I like him a lot.
You do like you some Daniel Berger, don't you?
I do. You look at a guy who was a top 10 player in the world before he got hurt. He's played on 2 Ryder Cup teams and a President's Cup team. The guy can play golf. Getting back into form after being hurt. He's got enough spots. I think he's going to build some momentum the next few weeks to kind of getting some starts for next year on the PGA Tour. The guy's got plenty of talent.
We like Lucas Glover. Wish well things for him. Definitely wishing a top 20 finish this week and make everybody a little bit of money. We going to have matchups this week, Johnny?
Yeah, we should have some matchups this week. Yeah, for sure. Time change is not really that big a difference like we've had in Zozo and things like that. So we'll certainly have some matchups to kind of, help with our record. 56, 28, and 7. Great record. We always do well on our matchups, but last few weeks there's nothing. Listen, when we say matchups, it's not really definitively what I like. It has to be the number, right? It has to be what is a good number. I rarely put something over minus 150. I don't want to, if you lose the bet, I don't want to pay half your money, but we've always had some success over the years in our matchups. But again, we are under the $7,000 mark profit for the year. Let's get over that over the next 3 weeks. We got 3 events left. We're going to take a little bit of break. We're still going to have the show. Let's not have the show. We can talk some previews, some up and coming stars like we've had, maybe talk a little tour school talk, maybe talk a little women's golf. How about that? Let's get into some women's golf.
Maybe get Charlie Hull on the show.
Maybe we'll make some calls. We got some connections. Maybe we'll get Brittany Lincecum get on the show. Maybe talk about what's going on in women's golf. I think she's going to be slated again. Maybe she's the next.
Maybe the next
Solheim Cup captain. Cup captain. So love to get her on the show, and let's get maybe Gary Koch on the show. Maybe talk a little bit of previews of what's going on with 2025, maybe some live stuff there. So there's plenty of stuff to talk about in that month of December.
Maybe the ghost of Arnold Palmer joins the show. I could probably string that together.
Probably not.
Would you rather have the ghost of Arnold Palmer or the ghost of Byron Nelson?
No,
I think I could get either one of those guys. Let's go with the ghost of Byron Nelson because
I believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts. So you can't throw that out there.
Yeah. Well, number one, I don't know why you believe in ghosts. You're 50 years old.
But
50.
I think we can. I'm not 50. I'm 52.
Sorry, you're 52. I think we could get the ghost of Byron Nelson on during one of our slow shows. Might have to string that together.
There's no slow shows here.
I meant slow golf weeks is what I meant. Obviously, the shows are never slow, but the golf weeks can be slow. So you guys make sure you check out Saturday morning. Check us out on social media, on X, on Threads, on Instagram, on the Facebook. For Johnny's matchups, we'll post them at IndyCarTim, at J Gerber PGA Pro, at From the Rough PGA, and then everywhere else you can find us on social media. We'll get those out for you Saturday and Sunday if he has those ready for you. If he doesn't have matchups for whatever reason, if he doesn't like numbers, we'll throw that out for you too to let you know we didn't forget. There's just not good numbers that he likes because he doesn't just throw them out there for the sake of hearing himself throw numbers out there because he makes all these bets himself, and if he doesn't like them, he's not going to just put them up there for the sake of you guys losing money. So that's why our show differs from some of these other betting shows and stuff like that because they're just
if I don't put it out, if I put it out, I'm playing it myself. So just let everybody know I'm playing it myself. So when you all hurt, I hurt too. So but we haven't hurt in 6 years. Listen, this is important. We talk about this at the beginning of the year. We talk about this every week. There's going to be weeks in this game. Golf is very difficult to handicap. It's extremely difficult. You have to follow the system every single week. There's going to be stretches that we don't win money, but there's going to be stretches that we profit tremendously. Follow the system every single week. If it's $1, if it's $5, follow the bets. Proven record, 6 years in a row, profitable 6 years in a row. So just follow the system every week. Don't take 2 weeks off and dog cuss me on social media because I don't know what I'm talking about. And then the next 3 weeks, we just kill it. So follow the system. I don't care what the number value is. I don't do this for pride. I do this for pay. It's not pride. It's pay. So follow the system every single week. So like I said, if it's $1, it's $5, $20. It doesn't matter what your bet system is. You're going to win money every single year.
So watch out for all of those. We'll do those for you here this week. And that's going to do it for our show today. Appreciate everybody that jumped on. We had a huge crowd watching us live today. Appreciate you guys very, very much. We try to be here every Monday and Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central on FanStream Sports. You can find us at fanstreamsports.com. Download the recorded podcast wherever you get your podcasts or at fanstreamsports.com. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back on Monday, Johnny?
We will.
Or maybe not.
Not be back Monday. We will be back on Wednesday. I'll be traveling on Monday.
We'll come back on Wednesday and do a short little recap of the Worldwide Technology Preview, and we'll also do a short preview of the next week's action. So, make sure you check us out at fanstreamsports.com. Download that FanStream Sports mobile app to check out our great programming 24/7 on the go. And also make sure you utilize that text line 214-937-0569. We don't have to be doing a live show. You can text in for whatever show you're listening to that's recorded or whatever, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the next show if you're smart and if you're funny and if you're good. So keep that in mind. So we will see you in a week. Until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.